So since my original text is in English, so I'll just talk in English. Okay, so good evening, everyone. Hope you have enjoyed the program so far. My topic is 前处的反叛和放置在雷锋砖塔中的文本意图。Wuyue King Qianchu's intention placing the Dhāraṇī text in the Leifeng Pagoda. Next. So why I pick up this topic? So we know the Leifeng Pagoda is really famous because the white snake legend, right? But my topic will be focused on the historical background of Leifeng Pagoda. What intrigues me about is how it was built. So it was built with the bricks, and some of the bricks has the hole in it. And I was wondering why someone used the bricks and they used it to make a hole of the bricks, and what to put inside of bricks is weird, right? So next will be the background of the pagoda and the text. So I was intrigued by the hole of the bricks, right? But before it was collapsed in 1924, no one know there is a hole in the bricks. And after, so this picture is the pagoda before it was collapsed, and it was already being ruined, right? Like not like it was used to be treasured. And the text was found after it was collapsed. And my main argument would be related to the text found after the pagoda was collapsed in the bricks. So first, I argued this manner of putting the text inside of the bricks is the sponsor Qianchu's personal belief and pursuit. And second is his resistance of song. And the third one is would be this manner is the impact by his relation with Qianchu. So back to the text itself. The Dhāraṇī text, the full name is 宝协印陀罗尼经, and the original language of the text is in Sanskrit, and it was brought by Wuyue in Sri Lanka and back to China and translated into Chinese. And what is special about this Buddhist text is we know all the Buddhist text is about the merits, right? Once you read it, once you write it, you get the merits, you get blessed. But this text is special in the way that you can have unlimited merits, not because you read it or write it, but because you just put it inside of the Buddhist site, or you just put it in the status. And by putting the text inside of the pagoda, the sponsor Qianchu, the king of Wuyue kingdom, definitely can get the unlimited merits. And this text, that's the original image of the text. You can see the title on the very right side. That is the title of the king of Wuyue kingdom, Qianchu. And there's an image talking about what was written in the text. It's a story about Buddha was giving his followers lectures when they passed by a ruined place, and the Buddha is saying this ruined place is a pagoda because with the Dhāraṇī text put inside of it, it's not a ruin, it could be a treasure. So the reproduction value in that text, which is really meets the Qianchu, the Wuyue kingdom king's personal belief. In his text Huayan Jingba, which is his writings about why he initiated the Leifeng Pagoda project. He mentioned that he was proudly finished this project with the blessings given by the reproductions of Shakyamuni Buddha and the Tathagata Buddha. So from his writings, we can see he's a really believer in the reproduction values. And one important and one important manner of Qianchu's doing this is because he wants to preserve his Buddhist legacies. So based on scholar Albert Walter and Huang Yixun's research on the Wuyue King Qianchu, he has other manners of putting the text in the King Ashoka's stupas. But they argued that a manner of putting the text inside of stupa is a way to imitate the King Ashoka's way to build his Buddhist legacies. But my argument would be based on that is because Leifeng Pagoda was built after 19 years after the King Ashoka stupas was built. So the dates given the different contexts of these functions of the text, which is when the Wuyue kingdom facing the threatening of Song government force. So that leads to the background of Wuyue King Qianchu's background of building the Leifeng Pagoda was because he was about to lose his legacy of his kingdom, and I separate the three aspects to talk about why this argument was validated. The first is he has been aware of the Song government's force. So in his several writings, one is the original text I just showed that he has the title given by Song Taizu. And later on, his title was not given by Song Taizu, then he won't put the title on his writings. So he was really alert about how he was betrayed by Song government. But on another hand, he didn't stop to build the Buddhist project he initiated, including especially Leifeng Pagoda. And the last point is he has close relationship with Yongming Yanshou. Yongming Yanshou is the one that really valued Buddhism as the top, as the first best religion in China. But Song Taizu and later on the Song period will be interpreting the Confucianism into the Buddhism. So from these values, it also saying that Qianchu is not following what Song government gives him. So that leads to my conclusion. So throughout the scriptures which put inside of the breaks, and Qianchu's manner is not simply as a way to imitate the King Ashoka's to just spread the Wuyue kingdom. Based on the context of the building of the pagoda, he actually wants to, on one hand, preserve his legacy, but on another hand, he wants to resist the Song power. And in addition to his close relation with Master Yongming Yanshou, the main project of putting this text inside of the pagoda shows his assertive attitude towards Buddhist value, was initiated by Song. So that's the conclusion. and that's part of my primary resources. Thank you very much.